New York, home of the Big Apple, the city that never sleeps, the Empire State, home of the City of Dreams. Well, for a lot of people who wanted to grow their family through assisted reproduction, namely surrogacy, New York was more of a nightmare than a dream. We'll talk about why and whether or not surrogacy is legal in New York now. Hello, my name is Corlandos Scott, and I'm an assisted reproduction attorney in Los Angeles, and I've built my entire practice around helping people grow their family through assisted reproduction, surrogacy, egg donation, sperm donation, and all that good stuff. And although I don't practice law in the state of New York, I am celebrating with my colleagues in the Empire State. So the question is surrogacy or surrogacy contracts legal in New York? In this video, we're going to look at the history of surrogacy in New York, why New York's surrogacy law changed, and what that means for hopeful parents who want to do surrogacy in New York. So you can probably tell by how giddy I am and the smile on my face that the answer to the question, are surrogacy contracts allowed in New York? The answer is yes. Yeah, I'm happy. Welcome to the party, New York. It's about time. So in April of 2020, amidst all the chaos that was the coronavirus, there was a light of shining silver lining in the clouds in New York. They enacted the Child Parent Security Act. And you may ask, well, why is that such a big deal, Corlandos? It's a big deal because it's been 28 years since New York outlawed surrogacy. And they're finally opening their hearts and their doors to people who want to grow their family through this amazing assisted reproductive technology. So after 28 years, New York's finally on the bandwagon. But it wasn't an easy fight, let me tell you. Let's look at some history of New York and surrogacy. In 1992, there was a little bit of an upheaval around surrogacy in the tri-state area, and New York banned surrogacy. All forms of surrogacy, traditional surrogacy, gestational surrogacy. It didn't matter whether it was compensated or altruistic. They said no to surrogacy. So you may be wondering, why a complete ban? Well, you'd have to go back to a story called the Baby M case. In the Baby M case, there was a traditional surrogate, and a traditional surrogate is simply a surrogate who is also the egg donor who donates her eggs to create the embryo that she will soon carry as the surrogate. So the traditional surrogate in the Baby M case delivered the baby. She surrendered the baby to the intended parents. The parents took it home, and less than 24 hours later, the traditional surrogate had a change of heart. She went to the parents' home, got the baby, took the baby from the parents, and refused to give the baby back. At one point, she even fled to Florida to avoid the parents, threatening suicide if they tried to get the baby back from her. Crazy, right? Well, yeah, New York was like, yeah, we're good on surrogacy. No more, not around here. Well, we've finally been able to get over that. And they've seen how we can protect the rights of both surrogates and parents, and now there's a whole new world open for hopeful parents in New York. So why the change of heart? New York went from essentially criminalizing surrogacy to passing one of the most comprehensive and forward-thinking surrogacy bills in the entire country. Well, on a public policy level, one of the things that New York realized was that in taking away the option of surrogacy, they really took away a fundamental right of women to choose what they want to do with their body and to carry a baby for another person or couple if they so decided. However, they were very smart when they jumped back on the bandwagon. They said, we're going to do this the smart way. And they actually passed what they call a Surrogates Bill of Rights. And that document dictates and outlines exactly what you can and cannot do with regards to a surrogate and how the surrogacy process should proceed. Kudos to you, New York. So before I talk about what this means to you as a hopeful parent, make sure that you click the link below and subscribe to my channel so that you can get updates on all the videos I release. Everything from how to choose the right surrogacy agency, to what type of attorney do you need for the surrogacy process, to what do I look for in a surrogate. Make sure you also click the bell right beside the subscribe button so you get alerts when the new videos launch. You don't want to miss a thing. So what does all of this newfound freedom in New York mean for you as a hopeful parent? What it basically means for you, intended parent, is have no fear. You're totally open to enter into surrogacy arrangements with surrogates in New York. And you can rest assured that your surrogate is protected and you're protected. The Surrogate Bill of Rights protects your surrogate, and you have the legal right to be named the legal parent of the baby and appear on the child's birth certificate by law. And finally, the last thing you have to worry about is whether the surrogate is going to appear on the birth certificate or whether the surrogate will be named the parent. New York made it clear that the right to be a parent belongs to you as long as you abide by the terms of the CPSA. Whether you're looking to do the surrogacy process in New York or California or any state in between, there's just some general guidelines and best practices that you should know. And I created a training just to give you that. It's free and it's called Stress-Free Surrogacy. So click the link below to get the free training on stress-free surrogacy, where I walk you through the process of surrogacy from beginning to end. And I even bring in case studies from previous clients and show you where they ran into road bumps and speed blocks and all those kind of things and how you can avoid it on your journey. So click the link below and go ahead and get the stress-free surrogacy training.